Good morning. Welcome back to Cold Waters. Hope everyone's doing well. I'm Captain Numpty and here's my boat. It's the HMS Sceptre, Sierra or S104. This is a Swiftsure-class submarine, so it's a Royal Navy boat. It's a bit of an older design, but I would not say it's particularly old. And the date today is Independence Day, or July the 4th, 2004. And whilst seemingly 2/3 of American armed forces are out having a barbecue and celebrating something, we Brits have a bit of an issue. Our mission is to clear the Scottish coastal region of enemy submarines. We've got to get an SSBN out. Let's see how well Spearfish works as a weapons platform on an older type boat. Let's go ahead and accept this. And okay, so we've made contact with something, great, but I'm going to go ahead and just jump into the status report here. And I'm going to just change the weapons that we've got here. So I don't need any of these tigerfish. I'm just going to use Spearfish. And I know that this is an anti-submarine warfare mission, so I don't particularly feel the need for harpoons. What I'm going to do is give ourselves, let's put a moss in this tube here. So let's give myself at least another moss here, and let's load up on Spearfish. Okay, so we now have 15 Spearfish for the torpedoes and 6 in the vertical launch system, which is a little interesting. Now, I know I could put tigerfish in the VLS. I'm not going to. So 3 mosses in total, 3 decoys, and a whole bunch. In fact, I kind of feel like I want to. Maybe I want to just increase the number of mosses I'm carrying. Okay, I gotta do something clever here. I gotta do that. And then add this. Right. All I was doing there was I was just faffing around with the weapons allocation. So I've got myself 20 Spearfish in total. That is more than we really should need. And 4 mosses, one of which is already loaded. Now, out there in the ocean are a number of Soviet boats. I don't know the exact number. Various qualities. So we've got some older boats, we've got some modern boats. Various qualities of vessel are out there, and our mission is to basically clear the way so that our SSBN can follow us. So let's see how well this pans out.
Passing 100 feet.
Oh, we're in shallow water. That's not a good sign. Well, it's not the end of the world.
Make depth 4-5 feet. Dive high.
I'm gonna get up to periscope depth. We've got a contact already. Right, so south of us is where the SSBN is going to be coming out of. So let's see what this is. This is a bad guy already. We could be in trouble. I don't think it is. That's good. Right, let's pop my surface sensors.
Up to go. Con. Dive at 4-5 feet. Dive high.
Okay, that is good news.
Con sonar master 1
Whoa.
is classified as merchant.
Got a Sierra 2 on the surface. What the heck? I did not expect that.
Lower the radar now.
Dang.
Shoot 2-1. Aye, sir.
Okay, this is bad.
Come right to. Make turns for.
Let's
Con
make a tree
sonar,
and get
we
out
are
of here.
cavitating.
Yeah, I don't doubt that we're cavitating. We need to go. We need to be somewhere else.
Con sonar lost contact. Master 1. Last bearing 1-5-6. Contact faded.
Okay, let's get my depth down to at least 200 feet. For all the difference it's going to make in terms of cavitation.
Con, helm, steady course.
We need to go. We got to be somewhere else.
Passing 100 feet.
Let's go ahead and do this. I've actually still got the wire on this spearfish. That's unexpected. Oh, there's more of them. That's unexpected. I think I'm going to drag these boats out to deeper water. I think the Swiftsure-class test
Con,
depth
fire control, we've lost the wire.
is something along the lines of 1,200 feet. Let's take a quick.
Passing 200 feet.
That's being launched at again. 400 feet, right? Okay. Oh wow, more of them. I think what I'm going to do is just get my speed to 20 knots
Con, sonar, no longer cavitating.
and fire a number of spearfish, as this is not great.
Con, maneuvering, making turns for 20 knots.
Oh, we actually kept the wire there. Interesting.
Shoot tube 5. Aye,
But
sir.
I don't need to keep the wire though. I need to basically bombard them.
Shoot tube 5. Aye, sir.
Say bombard, but that's the wrong
torpedo
word.
room, tube 1 ready.
Shoot tube 5.
There's a
Aye,
lot.
sir.
There's a lot of incoming torpedoes.
Shoot tube 5. Aye, sir.
Okay, let's get back up to
Make
flank.
turns for 30.
Con, sonar, we are cavitating.
Okay, in fact, I'm tempted to send a Moss, but I'm not going to at this juncture.
Con, fire control, we've lost the wire.
Okay, what's left in my stores? Ooh, one left in the vertical
Con,
launch.
sonar, noisemaker, bearing 195.
Right, that is 7 spearfish. Now, there's a very good chance that multiple spearfish will engage the same target. I don't even know what I'm facing right now. All I know is that I caught something.
Con, sonar, new contact, bearing 192. Designated Sierra 4.
Got something on the surface I did not expect to catch.
Con, sonar, noisemaker, bearing 191.
Can't really tell what that is. Okay. My plan right now is to make for deeper water and try and evade the enemy torpedoes as best I can. My torpedoes I'm sending their way are mostly to get them a bit potentially on the defensive, to kill the wires that are connecting the boats to their torpedoes. The reason for doing that is that will they'll not be able to guide their torpedoes to me at that point. Now, I wasn't expecting to keep hold of the wires.
Con, sonar, noisemaker, bearing 19.
Con, maneuvering, making turns for 30 knots.
I was not expecting to keep hold of the wires on my
Con,
own
fire control, weapon countermeasure homing.
spearfish, but I'm okay with that. Spearfish is a fast weapon. Very fast. Does it tell me its speed? I think it's 70 knots. Spearfish, 70 knots, yeah. Yeah, and the Mark 48 is, I think, 55 knots. Now, neither of them are particularly slow, and they will catch the Alpha, which is what Spearfish was primarily designed to tackle.
Con, sonar, noisemaker, bearing 191.
To identify what some of these targets are. Okay, we know that the contact 2 is a Sierra 2, but what is R4? It's getting shallower as well. Let's get my depth up a little now.
Con, sonar, lost contact. Sierra 4, last bearing 190. Contact breaking up.
Or whatever it is, it's dead. Looks like
Passing 200 feet.
getting a little shallower here, but okay. Right, that's a torpedo. The red line that connects with the Swiftsure is a torpedo's active sonar. Yellow is a submarine active sonar. And the fact that it's still a little ways west of me, and there's one to the quite a bit east, tells me that at least it's maybe, okay, now it's south of me. It's maybe gonna drop behind me.
Con sonar, noisemaker, bearing 171.
Right, that's one of my other 7 spearfish spooking a target. What I'm gonna do is turn west. Because if this torpedo is close, the one that's pinging me to my south, I have a chance of picking it up. I could slow down, and that will help detection.
Con sonar, noisemaker, bearing 171.
But I don't really want to slow down, if I can help it. I can also hear a torpedo as well. Switch back to my boat. Let's see if we can sort of detect anything. In fact, let's double click Sierra 4, see if we can see the wreck. Yes, we can. That looks like an Alpha. There's a torpedo blowing up in the distance. That looks like I've got another target. Oh, there we go. So I've got 2. One's an Alpha, and I don't know what this thing is in the distance. Okay. Maybe I can see it. Oh, but there is a torpedo. Look at that. Let's jump on and take a look. Alright, it's just gone into seek mode. I'm going to turn away from it. Jump back to me. Yeah, it's seeking, and it's close enough that makes me a little nervous. Just jump back to this view. Well, it's 1,500 yards away, and for all I know, it's a set 65. Its range is 1,000 yards or 880 yards. But I still don't like it right on my tail. That said, it would have picked me up by now, so let's go ahead and let's not knuckle. Let's point the boat west. Go. Zoom out. I don't know what I got yet, other than I saw that I'd got a second target, and that's it. Okay, the little symbol at the top right tells me that enemy sonar has got a good return on me. But I am broadside to them, so I kind of expect that. Let's go ahead and bring my speed down to 20 knots.
Make turns for 2.
Con sonar, no longer cavitating.
Okay, that's useful. I'm not cavitating at not even 200 feet. That is interesting.
Con maneuvering. Making turns for 2.
That's
Make
very bad.
Con sonar, we are cavitating.
That's very bad. Yeah, I need to.
Come right to.
That might even be why I got it.
Helm I.
In fact, I kind of want to get a moss
sonar,
off.
no longer cavitating.
Shoot 2-4.
Let's get a
Aye,
moss
sir.
off.
Make turns for 30 knots.
Con sonar, we are cavitating.
I got an
Come
idea.
right to 09.
Rig ship for ultra quiet.
This may not work, but I'm going to try and sneak. Oh boy. Well, I guess they thought I was over there. I'm going to try and sneak round past this torpedo, and if it goes active, there's a big juicy moss right in front of it. Let's get myself out of ultra quiet so that I can reload that other moss.
Con maneuvering. Making turns for 5 knots.
Now, by dropping to ultra quiet, I hope is I've dropped off whatever sonar was listening to me. I've dropped off the sonar there. I'm still pretty close to this torpedo.
Helm, steady course.
Go ahead and turn it a little bit more south. I'm in its cone of it'll see me. quiet.
Con, torpedo room, tube 4 ready.
Rig ship for ultra quiet.
Let's go ultra quiet. This boat does not turn quickly. That is way close. This boat does not turn quickly when it's traveling at 5 knots. Wait, that's another one. Or is it? No? Is it turn? Is that my moss moving away from me? Yes, it is. Okay, all right. There's the torpedo. It's shallow. Oh, I think we dodged a bullet.
Come right to 180. Helm aye.
Oh, look at that.
Con, sonar. Torpedo
Ah.
in the water. Torpedo in the water. Bearing 298.
Bugger. Oh no, there's one coming right at me as well.
4. Aye, sir.
Okay, that's really bad news. So let's go ahead and break hard port. It's the torpedo following me is at least tracking the moss, but I've got to get out of here. It's gonna reacquire me, sadly. Okay, let's get up to periscope
Make
depth.
depth 4 by feet. Dive aye.
Because it gives my noisemakers more time in the water before they reach the seabed and lose effectiveness. Okay, here we go. Coming round, it's going around at my 6, it's going to detect me. Go ahead and turn starboard. Oh, it may have picked up the other moss. Okay.
Rig ship for ultra quiet.
Let's aggressively get my speed
Back
down.
emergency. Maneuvering aye.
This is really hard on the drivetrain of this boat, but needs must.
Make turns
Plus.
for 5 knots. Maneuvering aye.
Right, let's switch back to the map. Okay, what else can we detect?
Con, dive at 4 by feet. Dive aye.
That's a lot of torpedoes firing my way. So that's 1, 2, 6, 7 at least, and that's a spearfish. Not really knowing what it's doing, and that's bad news because the spearfish will home in on the moss. So I need to head away from it.
Come right to 284. Helm aye.
No,
Come left to
but
0,
not
7,
too far
3.
away from
Helm
it.
aye.
Because these torpedoes that are tracking northwest are going to turn around when they go past the moss, and they may reacquire me. Okay, so I'm going to head northeast, I think. Let's get my depth to 100 feet so I can go a little quicker than 5 knots.
Make
This is probably
Make
going to
turns
cavitate.
for 10 knots. Maneuvering aye.
Oh, it's not
Con,
cavitating.
torpedo room, tube.
Con,
That's-
maneuvering. Making turns for 10
That's very interesting.
knots.
In which case we don't actually need to be at 100 feet. 70 feet will do. Okay. Right, back to the map view. So my plan right now then, this spearfish that is circling southeast south of me, or is going to
Con,
detect
helm, steady course.
the moss when it approaches, and its detection range is 4,000 yards, which is roughly a square. It is a square. So kind of soon, and then it's
Come
gonna.
left to 001. Helm aye.
I think I still need to get down, get my depth down.
make depth 200 feet. Dive aye.
What it's going to do is it's going to head towards the moss, great, and then it's going to rotate in a circle, like we're seeing to my northwest, as it goes past the moss, and it's going to look for another target, and it's going to see me. Okay, those torpedoes to the north have gone. They're not active anymore. I think I can head a little bit more northeast. Oh well, get my speed onto 15.
Make turns for 15 knots. Maneuvering aye.
I really need to be a full square away from this. So let's see if we can
maneuvering. Making turns for 15 knots.
see if we can do 20 knots without cavitating.
Make turns for 20 knots. Maneuvering aye.
We can. Okay, let's switch back to my view. Okay.
Con maneuvering. Making turns for 20 knots.
Okay, there's not much to see right now, but switch back to the map. And I'll lock the camera on me, so I am almost 4,000 yards away from this moss, and that is very good news. I don't want to be picked up by my own Spearfish. Now, Spearfish does not have a particularly great endurance. At 70 knots, it burns through its fuel quickly, but it's still can cause a nasty surprise. I'm going to go ahead and turn west. There's plenty of distance between myself and whatever torpedo is tracking the moss right now. I think I can turn west. Mostly west.
Come left to 278. Helm aye.
And still, yeah, I'm over 4,000 yards, so I think I'm going to be okay. Interesting that Swiftsure can travel at quite a decent lick of speed.
Con, helm, steady course.
At various depths, at a shallow depth. Right, let me accelerate time a little bit. Okay. Kill accelerate time. Let's get to periscope depth and go to ultra quiet.
Rig ship for ultra quiet.
Like so. Yeah, so the Spearfish is basically engaging the moss.
Con, dive at 4-5 feet, dive aye.
And it had moved nearly, well, over 3,000 yards, so those things are fast. Let's switch to that Spearfish, see if we can watch it. Yeah, here it is. In fact, it's this one. Okay, I need to switch back to me because I've just got an active ping.
Con sonar. Master 2 is cavitating.
Are you still on the surface? You might be. Let's pop my radar up.
Raise the radar mast.
On other sensors. You are still on the surface. You foolish, foolish boy. Well, I'm going to have you.
Shoot 2-1. Aye, sir.
I don't need you to be.
Down scope.
Alright, now I'd love to make this thing active. In fact, I think I will. Let's point it towards the surface. Okay, let's just take a look at Sierra 2. Okay, you're not quite at the surface. Are you damaged? No. No, you're just bizarrely at the surface. What is the Sierra 2? Don't know that much about them. Wow. Where to begin? Well, actually, where to begin is to get this torpedo alive. So, there we go. Okay. Alright, so basically it's the Sierra 1 that was already a particularly nasty boat, but it's quieter and it's got better sonar. Great. Designed to search and destroy nuclear submarines. Okay, US nuclear submarines. Well, I'm not American, so have some of this. A smaller turning circle than any other moderns. Okay, that's good for it. Okay. Well, you now have a Spearfish heading at you at high speed. You're not able to detect me right now. That's interesting. You're not going to hear this Spearfish coming right at you then. With 25 minutes left to go, which is interesting. Let's switch to the Spearfish view. I mean, is that really doing 70 knots? I would maybe say yes, but Let's accelerate time. I can see the enemy submarine in the distance here. Let's accelerate time for a few seconds, like so.
Con, fire control, weapon
Right,
acquired.
you acquired him. Oh wow, that was quick. Switch to him. Yeah, he seems to have detected. He's gonna go active with his defenses soon, I reckon. Wait.
Con sonar, noisemaker bearing 185.
About to say, where's my spearfish gone? But there it is.
Con, fire control, weapon acquired.
Right, the spearfish is now hunting him. I want to watch this. You're about. I don't really want to guide it in, but you're about to get a head-on attack. This is going to sting.
Con sonar, lost contact. Master 2, last bearing 182. Contact breaking up.
Well, that was a very lethal encounter for this Sierra 2. Wow. That spearfish just made a mess of him. Okay, let's go ahead and reload now. I don't know what else is out there, but I think I've taken out three submarines. Let's head west, southwest.
Come left to 260. Helm I.
I'm going to accelerate time for a little bit. I think what I might do is...
Con, torpedo room, tube 1.
Con, helm, steady course.
Rig ship for ultra quiet.
I may pause the recording, because this might be a very boring 30 minutes or so. So, yeah, let me go ahead and do that. I'll pause the recording and I'll be right back if something interesting happens. Well, we may have completed our mission. I've detected nothing, so I'm going to try something. I'm back at periscope depth. I dropped down to just 70 feet, and I was no longer I could run at 15 knots and not cavitate. Swiftsure has a propulsor type technology, so that helps here, but let's pop my
Raise the
active,
radar mast.
let's put my active sensors on. There's nothing out there, and let's go ahead and just broadcast on active sonar, because I think I've completed the mission, so let's find out.
Con sonar, switching to active search.
Right, it's got accelerate time turned off. It's worth it. Let's pop these down.
Down go.
There is something out there.
Come left to 071.
Oh.
Helm I.
Okay,
Con sonar, switching to passive search.
right. Well, it's
Come
launched at
left
me.
to 112.
So-
Helm I.
For what it's worth, let's get something. Yeah, I don't know whether it's worth firing because it's gonna go for these wrecks. There's this torpedo, but I see 3 sunken. Okay, I'm just gonna go ahead and do it because I need to do something.
Shoot 2-1. Aye, sir.
Get that on the way, like so, and I'm gonna get myself up to. Well, let's try something. Let's go back to my view. Let's get up to 15 knots.
Make turns for 10 knots. Maneuvering aye.
We're gonna run at 70, 72,
Con
73 feet.
maneuvering. Making turns for 1. Make turns for 15 knots.
I might be
Maneuvering
able
aye.
to. Could be able to run at 20 knots. I think I don't have to go
Con
particularly
maneuvering.
deep.
Making turns for 15 knots.
Let's drop the depth. Let's increase the speed to 20 knots. Drop the
Make
depth.
turns for 2.
Con sonar, we are cavitating.
Okay, we figured that much. But when does it stop?
Con maneuvering.
Passing 100 feet.
Okay, not yet. I mean, if it's about 150 feet, that's hardly deep. I think I did this a few minutes ago, I've just forgotten.
Con, fire control. We've lost the wire.
The wire.
Con sonar, no longer cavitating.
Yes, it's about 150 feet. Right. Well, that's got me leveled out. Let's switch back to the map. Okay, so 20 knots is a reasonable speed. It's not too noisy. Hopefully, if this torpedo's not wire guided, I should be able to get out of its detection range. Let's run some accelerate time for it just a little bit.
Con, torpedo room, tube 1 ready.
Alright, that's a couple of thousand yards. Let's drop down to 5 knots.
Rig ship for ultra quiet.
See if we can detect this torpedo coming towards me now. I've actually got to get my depth, reduce my depth, so that my tote array can be deployed. So that should be all I need to do there. I just need a couple of 100 feet.
Passing 100 feet.
That's my torpedo, but where is his? Which would imply, if I can't hear it, does that mean... I don't know what that means. I'm turning more easterly to try and get a better better acoustic. I'm not detecting it. That's not great because it's probably in cruise mode still, and it could be being wire guided towards me, and maybe that's why I'm not able to detect it. May regret loitering at 5 knots, but I really want to. Yeah, I want to know where it is. Okay, I'm not going to do it. I'm going to run to 15 knots.
Make turns for 15 knots. Maneuvering eye.
So I immediately lose my Spearfish. Okay, that's unfortunate, but that's okay. But let's get a bit more distance. Let's accelerate time for just a little.
Con maneuvering. Making turns for 15 knots.
For a few seconds. Okay, so he's fired again.
Rig ship for ultra quiet.
Let's drop to ultra quiet now. Did my Spearfish? Is it harassing him yet? Absolutely. I need to get out of here, and I'll drop to 150 feet, run to 20 knots.
Con sonar, new contact bearing
This is what I
018. Designated Sierra 5.
Let's see what this thing is. Oh, how I defeat it. No, look at that.
Con sonar, Sierra 5 is classified as submerged submarine.
So that's not a big deal. Those are set 65s. Yeah. What's the detection? 880 yards. So 40 knots, 880 yards, not a big deal. I possibly don't even need to worry too much about those. That said, I still need to at least get out of the way.
Make
So-
turns for 15 knots.
We're going to run
Maneuvering eye.
Going to run to 15 knots, and going to accelerate time. I don't necessarily.
Con sonar, lost contact. Sierra 5. Last.
Con maneuvering. Making
Got it.
turns for 1.
Come right to 113. Helm aye.
So it is destroyed, but there we are. Wow, very close to one of his buddies, and I think that was maybe the last one, but
Con, helm, steady course.
hard to say. Okay, let's switch back to me, like so. I am running perpendicular to the assumed incoming path of that torpedo. I'm running 15 knots, I'm at 75 feet, I'm going to accelerate time. I'm not going to detect this torpedo unless it's right on top of me, but I think this should be enough. Right, that's the first one active, almost at my 6 o'clock right behind me, okay. Should have done enough to have this torpedo just miss me completely by. Yeah, I'm a good 4,000 yards away. Now, he may have anticipated me heading in this direction, in which case I haven't done enough. We'll find out. go ahead and turn more, pretty much full north, I think. Put my nose towards this alpha.
Come left to 0, 2, 1. Helm aye.
And let's watch. Oh, there's the wreckage of the Alpha, just to the left of my conning tower. And then close to the left side of the screen is the other wreckage. That's it. I don't see the torpedo, but I might not do. Let's accelerate time.
Con, helm, steady course.
Okay, it's pretty much west of me. And it's in search. I think it's passively listening, but it's completely fine. And it's close, but there's no chance of it detecting me. Right. I think we may have accomplished the mission, but I know I said that a few minutes ago. Let's accelerate time. And I'm going to drop my speed to 5 knots, get myself back up to periscope
Rig
depth.
ship for ultra quiet.
I'm going to go active again.
Con, dive at 4, 5 feet, dive high. Raise the radar mast.
Con sonar, switching to active search.
Okay. You know, you start to hear things. I just hear a torpedo being launched.
Con sonar, switching to passive search.
I think we're good.
Lower the radar mast.
Let's see if we can quit this battle, and if we can, then we've completed our mission, and if we can't, there's something else out there. So let's give it a go. Yes. Oh, a Victor 2 snuck away. Unless yeah, I don't know where. Okay. I mean, I got 75% of my targets. I got more than 50%. So does that mean I've accomplished it? In campaign terms, yes. But hey, that Victor 2, if it got past me, it may have got my boomer. Well, I'm kind of sitting on the fence here. Did I really complete that mission, or did I not? I'm not sure. So if you have an opinion, go ahead and let me know down below. I'm actually curious. Did I complete my mission? I don't think I did. I did not clear all enemy submarines. Just clearing most of them is not the same as all of them. Well, I hope that you enjoyed this. Swiftsure-class is an interesting boat. I think I want to play around with it a bit more. Yeah, this was an interesting mission. Did not expect to find an Akula 2 sitting on the surface. Well, thanks so much for this, everyone. Hope that you enjoyed it, and hopefully I'll see you the next one. Thanks so much, everyone. Goodbye.